Did you know that one of the most praised healthy juices in the world can quietly turn harmful with just one wrong addition? Every morning, millions of people wake up feeling confident about their health. They juice a fresh beetroot, pour the deep red liquid into a glass, and drink it believing they are strengthening their heart, cleansing their liver, and fueling their body with clean energy for the day ahead. But here is what almost no one tells you. Beetroot is not a gentle food. It is biologically powerful, and anything powerful must be used with precision. Inside this modest red root are compounds that dramatically improve circulation, widen blood vessels, support liver detoxification, and increase physical endurance. Yet those same compounds can react aggressively when combined with the wrong foods. In this video, you are going to discover 7 beet juice combinations you should never make, including one that can be genuinely dangerous for anyone over 50 or for those with kidney or digestive issues. More importantly, I will share 5 exact principles that allow your heart, liver, circulation, and energy to benefit safely and effectively. Before we begin, press the like button, leave a comment telling me where you're watching from, and subscribe so you never miss health information designed specifically for men over 50. Now, let's begin, because what you learn today may permanently change how you prepare this so-called healing juice. Every single day, thousands of people unknowingly create beet juice blends that irritate the stomach, trigger intestinal fermentation, raise oxalate levels, overload the liver, disrupt circulation, and even cancel out the very nutrients they are trying to absorb. The alarming part? These combinations look healthy on the surface. So what is really happening inside the body? Mistake number 1, combining beet juice with carrots. At first glance, beetroot and carrots seem like a perfect match. 2 brightly colored root vegetables, both packed with nutrients, often paired in juices and detox blends. Individually, each one is beneficial, but when juiced together in a concentrated raw form, they create a silent overload that the kidneys, liver, and blood sugar control systems struggle to handle. Both beetroot and carrots are high in oxalates. When eaten separately and in moderation, oxalates are usually manageable. But when combined into a single glass of juice, oxalate levels rise sharply. This significantly increases the risk of calcium oxalate kidney stones, especially in older adults, people with diabetes, those who are dehydrated, or anyone with even mild kidney impairment. Oxalates from both roots bind tightly with calcium, forming sharp crystals that can accumulate silently for months or years before causing pain, inflammation, or urinary problems. There is also the blood sugar issue. Both vegetables contain natural sugars. Juicing removes the fiber that normally slows absorption, allowing sugar to enter the bloodstream rapidly. Without fiber to buffer this effect, fermentation in the gut increases, leading to bloating, gas, and a heavy feeling in the stomach, particularly in older adults with slower digestion or low stomach acid. The problem isn't the vegetables themselves. The problem is the concentrated combination. If you drink beet juice today, skip the carrots. If you want carrot juice, enjoy it separately, or pair it with low oxalate, low sugar options like cucumber, celery, or a small slice of green apple. This protects kidney function, stabilizes blood sugar, and still allows you to benefit from both roots, just not in the same glass. Mistake number 2, adding honey or sugar. This is one of the most common mistakes people make, and unfortunately, one of the most damaging. Many people dislike the earthy flavor of beetroot, so they add honey, table sugar, or syrup to make it more pleasant. It feels harmless. After all, honey is natural, right? But the moment concentrated sugar enters beet juice, the body processes it very differently. Beetroot is naturally rich in nitrates, which convert into nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes blood vessels, improves circulation, enhances endurance, and supports healthy blood pressure.
When beet juice is mixed with honey or sugar, this nitrate to nitric oxide conversion is disrupted. As a result, the very benefit most people drink beet juice for, improved blood flow, is significantly reduced. What remains is a sugary drink that spikes blood sugar while delivering only a fraction of beetroot's cardiovascular support. If you need to soften the taste, choose low-impact options like cucumber or a small amount of green apple. These add freshness and hydration without interfering with nitrates or stressing blood sugar. Simply put, sugar and beet juice do not belong together. If you want beet juice to act as a natural remedy, keep it clean and simple. Your heart, liver, and energy levels will respond accordingly.
Mistake number 3. Mixing beet juice with orange. On the surface, this combination sounds healthy. 2 vitamin-rich ingredients blended into a refreshing drink. But for many people, especially older adults or anyone with digestive sensitivity, this mixture can quickly backfire. The main issue is acidity. Oranges are highly acidic, and when that acid meets the sugars and compounds in beetroot, intestinal fermentation increases. This leads to gas, bloating, cramping, and uncomfortable abdominal pressure. For individuals with gastritis, acid reflux, or irritable bowel syndrome, symptoms can appear almost immediately. There is also the blood sugar effect. Juiced beetroot and orange both deliver sugars rapidly into the bloodstream, without fiber to slow absorption. This can cause sharper blood sugar spikes than expected, particularly in older adults or those with pre-diabetes or unstable blood pressure. Beet juice works best when the stomach is relatively empty. Orange juice is better tolerated earlier in the day and alongside food to reduce acidity. When combined, they interfere with each other rather than support the body. If this is new information for you, press the like button, and let's move on. Mistake number 4. Mixing beet juice with vinegar. At first glance, adding vinegar to beet juice may seem harmless or even beneficial. Vinegar is often promoted as a detox ingredient, a blood sugar aid, or a digestion booster. You see it recommended in cleansing drinks, morning tonics, and countless health trends online. Because of this reputation, many people assume that combining vinegar with beet juice will somehow amplify the benefits. In reality, this mixture does the exact opposite. To understand why, we need to look at what makes beetroot valuable in the first place. Beetroot is prized for its high concentration of natural nitrates. Inside the body, these nitrates are converted into nitric oxide, a powerful signaling molecule that relaxes blood vessels, improves circulation, lowers vascular resistance, and supports healthy blood pressure. This nitric oxide pathway is the reason beet juice is often recommended for heart health, endurance, and circulation, especially in men over 50. Vinegar interferes with this process. Vinegar is extremely acidic, regardless of whether it is apple cider vinegar, white vinegar, or rice vinegar. When this strong acidity is introduced into raw beet juice, it destabilizes the nitrate compounds before your body has a chance to use them effectively. In simple terms, a significant portion of beetroot's most valuable compounds are damaged or neutralized before they ever reach your bloodstream. So instead of enhancing circulation, this mixture weakens the very mechanism that makes beetroot therapeutic. But nutrient loss is only part of the problem. When vinegar and beet juice are consumed together, the combined acidity can irritate the stomach lining. This is especially true for people with acid reflux, gastritis, low stomach resilience, or age-related digestive sensitivity. Many men report a burning sensation, stomach discomfort, or reflux shortly after drinking this combination, without realizing that vinegar is the trigger. There is also an impact on the digestive rhythm. Beet juice naturally stimulates bile flow and gentle detox activity in the liver. Vinegar, on the other hand, aggressively lowers stomach acid. When these two effects collide, digestion becomes chaotic rather than efficient. Instead of smooth absorption, the body experiences irritation, delayed emptying, and uneven enzyme activity.
Over time, repeated irritation can worsen reflux symptoms, increase stomach inflammation, and reduce tolerance to otherwise healthy foods. This is particularly concerning for men over 50, whose stomach lining is already more vulnerable than it was in younger years. Another overlooked issue is blood pressure regulation. Beet juice supports gradual vasodilation. Vinegar can cause abrupt gastric stimulation. When consumed together, some individuals experience lightheadedness or discomfort as the body struggles to balance sudden acid input with vascular relaxation. The solution is simple and effective. Keep beet juice pure. If the taste feels too strong or heavy, dilute it with water, cucumber, or celery. These additions preserve the nitrate pathway, support hydration, and ease digestion without damaging beetroot's core benefits. Low-acid companions allow beet juice to work with your body, not against it. Vinegar does have its place. It can support digestion when used properly, and it works well in salad dressings or alongside cooked foods, but it should never be mixed into raw beet juice if your goal is to support circulation, protect your stomach, and preserve the healing compounds that make beetroot so powerful. When it comes to beet juice, simplicity is not weakness, it is precision. Mistake number 5, mixing beet juice with milk or dairy. Some people blend beet juice with milk to make it richer or creamier. This is one of the worst combinations you can create. Beetroot has natural acidity. When it meets milk proteins, especially casein, those proteins coagulate rapidly inside the stomach. This causes heavy digestion, fermentation, bloating, reflux, and discomfort that can last for hours. Beyond digestion, milk requires a specific digestive environment, while beetroot stimulates stomach acid and bioflow. When these processes collide, digestion suffers. You absorb less calcium from the milk and fewer vitamins from the beetroot, the opposite of what most people intend. For adults over 50, lactose intolerance and slower digestion are increasingly common. This combination often leads to nausea, cramping, or immediate acid reflux. It can also burden the liver, increasing inflammation rather than reducing it. If you want a richer beet-based drink, choose safer alternatives. Keep dairy and beet juice separate.
Mistake number 6, mixing beet juice with spinach. On their own, beetroot and spinach are often praised as nutritional superstars. Beetroot supports circulation and stamina, while spinach is known for its vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Because of this, many people assume that blending them together in a single green-red juice will multiply the benefits. In reality, this combination creates a hidden biochemical burden, one that the kidneys, digestive system, and even the bones are not designed to handle, especially as we age. The core issue is oxalates. Both beetroot and spinach are among the highest oxalate plant foods in the human diet. Oxalates are naturally occurring compounds that plants use for protection. Inside the human body, however, oxalates bind aggressively to minerals such as calcium, magnesium, and iron. When consumed occasionally and in small amounts, the body can usually manage them. But when oxalate-rich foods are combined and concentrated into a raw juice, the load becomes excessive. When beet juice and spinach juice are mixed, oxalate levels spike sharply in a very short period of time. This overwhelms the kidney's ability to filter and excrete these compounds safely. The most serious consequence is the formation of calcium oxalate kidney stones, the most common and often the most painful type of kidney stone. This risk is significantly higher in men over 50, individuals with a history of kidney stones, people with reduced kidney function, mild dehydration, low magnesium levels, or those who consume high oxalate juices regularly without rotation. What makes this particularly dangerous is that stone formation often happens silently. There is no warning sign. Crystals accumulate slowly, week after week, until one day pain appears suddenly and severely. But kidney stones are not the only concern. High oxalate intake also interferes with mineral absorption. When oxalates bind calcium and magnesium in the gut, those minerals are no longer available to support bone density, muscle function, or nerve signaling. Over time, this can contribute to weaker bones, joint discomfort, muscle cramps, fatigue, and even increased fracture risk, issues that become increasingly important after the age of 50. There is also a digestive component that many people overlook. Raw oxalates are irritating to the intestinal lining. When consumed in high concentrations through juice, they can trigger bloating, cramping, loose stools, or urgency, especially in people with sensitive digestion, low stomach acid, IBS, or gastritis. Instead of nourishing the gut, this combination can inflame it. Another problem is absorption speed. Juicing removes fiber, which normally slows digestion and regulates nutrient uptake. Without fiber, oxalates pass quickly through the digestive tract and into circulation, giving the body little time to buffer or neutralize them. This rapid exposure places extra stress on the kidneys and urinary system. This does not mean spinach or beetroot are unhealthy. Both are valuable foods when used correctly. The issue is combining them raw and concentrated in the same juice. If you enjoy beet juice and want to include greens, choose lower oxalate options such as romaine lettuce, celery leaves, cucumber greens, mint, or small amounts of kale. These provide chlorophyll, minerals, and enzymes without overwhelming the kidneys. If you enjoy spinach, the safer approach is to consume it cooked, which significantly reduces oxalate content, and to eat it at a different time of day, separate from beet juice. Your kidneys work continuously, silently filtering your blood and protecting your internal balance. Forcing them to process a concentrated oxalate surge from beet juice and spinach at the same time is unnecessary and avoidable. When it comes to beet juice, the goal is not to combine as many healthy ingredients as possible. The goal is to create the right environment for the body to benefit without harm. Mistake number 7, adding too much lemon. Adding lemon to beet juice is one of the most common habits people have and one of the most misunderstood. Lemon is highly associated with cleansing, vitamin C, and detoxification. Because of that reputation, many people believe that squeezing a large amount of lemon into their beet juice will enhance its benefits or activate the nutrients. In reality, this habit often creates more problems than benefits, especially as the body ages. The first issue is acidity overload. Lemon is highly acidic. When a large squeeze of lemon, or the juice of half a lemon or more, is added to raw beet juice, the pH of the drink drops sharply. For younger individuals with resilient digestion, this may cause only mild discomfort. But for many adults over 50, whose stomach lining and acid regulation are more sensitive, this sudden acidity can trigger irritation almost immediately. The second issue involves nutrient interference. Beetroot is naturally rich in plant-based iron, betaine, and unique pigments called betalins. These compounds support red blood cell production, oxygen delivery, and healthy circulation. However, they require a relatively stable internal environment to be absorbed and utilized effectively. When excessive lemon juice is added, the strong acidity disrupts this balance. Instead of improving absorption, it can impair the uptake of these compounds, particularly iron, reducing one of the primary reasons people drink beet juice in the first place. Over time, this can contribute to fatigue, weakness, or reduced exercise tolerance, especially in older adults. There is also an effect on the esophagus and reflux pathways. For individuals with acid reflux, GERD, or hiatal hernia, large amounts of lemon combined with beet juice can worsen symptoms significantly. The acidic mixture can irritate the esophageal lining and increase reflux episodes, sometimes hours after consumption. This delayed effect makes the connection harder to recognize. Another overlooked problem is how acidity affects digestive timing. Beet juice works best when consumed on a relatively empty stomach, allowing nitrate conversion to begin in the mouth and stomach. Excess lemon acidity can speed gastric emptying or disrupt enzyme signaling, making digestion less efficient and reducing the steady release of beetroot's beneficial compounds into the bloodstream. It is important to be clear, lemon itself is not harmful. The problem is quantity and timing. A few drops or a very small splash of lemon may be tolerated by some people, but adding a large squeeze, half a lemon or more, turns a supportive drink into an irritant. If you want to improve the taste of beet juice without creating acidity stress, safer options include cucumber, celery, or a small slice of green apple. These lighten the flavor, support hydration, and preserve the integrity of beetroot's nutrients. When it comes to beet juice, subtlety matters. The body does not need aggressive stimulation. It needs balance. Respecting that balance is what allows beet juice to support circulation, energy, and vitality instead of undermining them. Small changes in preparation make a big difference, especially after 50.
The 5 principles for safe beet juice use. First, respect the dose. The ideal amount is 100 to 120 milliliters per day. 1 medium beet is the maximum. More does not improve circulation. It increases oxalate load and kidney strain. Second, keep it clean. No sugar, no honey, no syrups. If needed, dilute with cucumber or celery. Let your taste adapt naturally. Third, timing matters. Drink beet juice 30 minutes before breakfast on an empty stomach. This maximizes nitrate conversion and vascular benefits. Fourth, drink slowly. Sip it like fine wine. Slow intake allows saliva enzymes to begin nitrate conversion and helps blood pressure adjust gradually. Fifth, follow the rotation rule. 5 days on, 2 days off, or rotate with celery or cucumber juice. This gives the kidneys time to clear accumulated oxalates. True health does not come from expensive solutions. It comes from understanding and discipline in small daily habits. So here is the final question. Will you continue drinking based on habit and accept silent risks? Or will you apply medical logic and take real control of your health starting tomorrow? After 60, the body no longer tolerates repeated mistakes. A small change in how you prepare your juice could mark the beginning of a stronger, more vital chapter of your life. If this video helped you recognize a mistake you may have been making, press like and share it with a friend who drinks juice daily. You might help them avoid a serious kidney issue. Thank you for watching. Stay mentally sharp and choose vitality every day. I'll see you again.